Why do we fear death but ignore living? That has been a question that is being honed in here since I woke up from my coma, which at this point I don't even know what kind of world did I even woke up to. Because I want to say that when I left this world, it was a little messed up, but it wasn't this bad. Now you wake up from a coma and the whole world is upside down. Computers are the number one priority. We no longer want to be ourselves. We want an AI version of ourselves to be talking or doing whatever it is. You would think that plastic surgery was bad because you get to fix parts of your life that you don't like, parts of your body. But making a version of yourself as AI to live forever, I mean, we're trying to mortalize ourselves to a fake version of ourselves. And all this because we are afraid to die? Afraid to be forgotten in this world? I don't know, that's my guess. But that's one thing that I'm actually right now honing down on. Why are we so afraid to die? But then we're not even living. We're in autopilot every day from the moment that we wake up already. Oh man, I have to go to work. Man, I have to go to school. Man, I have to go to the university. Oh my God, it's like I have a 12-hour shift. Okay, those are your jobs. Those are your things, your chores. But what about living? And I'm not talking about going to a bar and drinking your life away, partying it out, and then puking the next morning and praying to the porcelain gods. No, I'm talking about real living. Because normally when somebody's in death row, they get one last wish, right? When somebody's in the dying bed, they start thinking, well, what things they would love to do if they can only get out of that bed. Or even worse, they start thinking how much you have wasted your own life. Like all your freaking life in the present, myself included at one point, redundant and revolve and I'm afraid of dying. So if you're so afraid of dying, how come you don't do nothing to live more? And I'm not saying trying to find the fountain of youth and the pill that will keep you alive for the rest of your life and you will never age. I'm talking about enjoying life. Not having a bunch of money and getting a Ferrari and no. We're not talking about Instagram life. We're talking about real life. You know? Real life. It's just, how can I explain it? We tend to treat people like shit. Loved ones like shit. We ignore them, or every time we get together, it's just an argument and fighting and not getting along and disrespecting each other and everything. But once that loved one or that person or that friend passes away and it's no longer in this earth roaming around with us, all of a sudden we take out and open our compartment in our heart and we cried and we say how much we love that person, how much we care for that person, the good times, the good moments. We start crying over little things that happened when you were 4 years old with that person. And if you care so much about that person, why the hell you couldn't do that when they were alive? That's just sad. That's just sad. And you know what is more sad? That's the world we're living in.